Oh, there we go. So that brings up our leadoff man, Waylon Hobgood. Cuts and misses on the first one. Waylon hasn't quite caught up to Mr. Clark yet today.
No, he's had the recipe against him. Swing has looked a shade bit long today.
0 for 2 today, strikeout and a fly out. And he fouls that one off down the right field line.
Rumor has it we're
live again.
We're on YouTube. We just want to let all our viewers know that if you don't get to see it, you missed our best work.
You did indeed miss our best work. And Decatur leading 8-0 here at the bottom of the fourth. Waylon Hobgood up the bat. He cranks that one down the left field line, but it's foul. It was 4-0 coming into this inning. The wheels have come off a little bit here for Nandua. A couple hits, stolen base, error, couple errors. Decatur's put across 4.
And when
nobody out.
In multiple E's in an inning and you're looking at multiple runs.
He pulls that one down the left field line. That's going to be extra bases for a guy like Waylon. He's heading for 2 and to be in there easy for a double. And we'll see how long they stick with Tyler Clark here.
He might be getting ready to be it. Nice job by Waylon. That was his best at bat of the day, hands down.
And here comes the manager, and that's probably going to be it for Tyler. But not a bad job, man. He held him for 3 in the third innings or so.
Yeah, absolutely. He did a nice job. Nice job.
Yeah.
You know, there is a recipe for success, and he had it today. You know, off balance and throwing strikes. Might just got a little tired at the end and got a little unlucky.
Yeah. So we're not sure how much you're going to see of this broadcast, but if you're just joining, Decatur went up 3-0 in the bottom of the first inning. As I recall, Ryan McLaughlin hit a home run over the right field fence. Got pretty strong wind blowing out to right, but we're going to give it to him regardless.
Yeah. He's just coming back swinging the stick, so we'll say that it was absolutely mashed if you didn't get to see it.
Yeah, it went over on the football field.
Yeah. It's a hitter's win today, Mike Hughes. It's a hitter's win, that's for sure.
Decatur added one more in the bottom of the third inning, and then, like we just said, here in the bottom of the fourth, it's kind of imploded a little bit for Nandua. On the mound for Decatur, Matt Wright is dealing today. He's gone the whole way so far. And as I look at the stats here, 4 innings, giving up only 2 hits, 1 walk, 7 strikeouts. He's really been getting it up there today.
I think he's got ahead of on the spray chart, about 80% of the batters he's faced, he's gotten ahead of first pitch, which obviously that is a absolute recipe for being successful.
Yeah.
You know, breaking ball, get me over sliders, late sliders in the count, fastball he's located really well. He had a couple batters there in the second or third inning that the ball was front side was coming open a little bit, causing the release point to change, but he's done an absolutely nice job. And noticing that, you know, and he'll probably say the same thing, you know, being able to get into a routine as a starter, you know, you prep as soon as you get out of class.
Yeah.
You know, you got plenty of time to get a nice lather build up. You know, good sweat, you're nice and warm. Instead of coming in relief on a cold day, that's hard to do, you know.
Yeah. So the new pitcher for Nandua will be Jaden Robertson. Jaden, if my records are correct, Jaden is a freshman. So we'll see what he can do here. I'd like to be a freshman and come in against this Decatur lineup.
I wouldn't. I wouldn't.
Full of guys going on to play at the next level next year. And throw strike 1 right there to A.J. Cobb. Cobb playing second base today. AJ's 1 for 1 with a single, got hit by a pitch. He scored 2 runs today.
Been a productive day at the plate for AJ and on the bases.
He cranks this one in the left field, and that's probably going to score another one. Are they going to hold? No, they hold him up. And the throw comes in, and that gets away, but Cobb's going to stay at first. So over at third is Hobgood. Over at first is Cobb.
It was a nice job. That's a good call by Coach Shockley there. You got your 3-hitter coming up, nobody out. You know, you got an 8-run lead, So you want to, you don't want to throw yourself into an out there, or excuse me, run yourself into an out there. First and third, a little more chaotic for a pitcher on the mound, especially a young kid
definitely.
facing Gus. So
yeah, you can. I don't know if they will here, given the large lead, but first and third situations in high school usually mean something's going down.
Somebody's going to – not many outs. Usually not many outs. If you can get a lot of outs in first and third on defense, and you're really
tough play to defend.
Heading towards success, yes.
So Gus Kroll up. He takes ball one inside. This kid, Robertson, he's got to look like Nolan Ryan after Tyler Clark. Clark was throwing curveballs up there in the low 50s. This guy seems a little more fastball based.
Just loogie lefty, early from Clark. And, a little more straight stuff here from the freshman. Not a whole lot of velo, but.
The runner goes, throw down to second, and he is safe.
That's Foster Smith.
Is it?
Yeah, Foster. I think I just noticed it. Sorry.
Right.
Yeah, Foster.
They put him in for Cobb?
Yeah, he came in for AJ.
And Hobgood stays at third. So now Kroll's got two men in scoring position. He's up 2-0 here. Should be able to spot a fastball.
Yeah, you're hunting fastball here, but not necessarily expanding the zone either off the young kid on the mound.
Takes that one for a strike.
Yeah, nothing wrong with taking that pitch there.
No. Looked like it was a little inside. I didn't see
it
on the screen.
It did. Under the hand on the inner third for sure.
Not going to do much with that. Probably fouled off maybe. Takes a curveball inside there. So 3-1 now to Kroll. Kroll's got at least a couple home runs on the year. I think he's got two, right?
Got two. Yeah, he was pitching for both of them.
Yeah.
We said earlier on the broadcast, if in the blackout.
In the blackout.
In the blackout. Look, I got to take a jab at MLB with all their blackout stuff. You buy all these subscriptions, and then there's a game on Food Line TV.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I'm like, I don't have a subscription to Food Line TV.
Right.
Yeah. I can't keep paying for this. So the Valves will be mad at us for all these subscriptions.
Exactly. Yep. So they're going to pinch run for Gus Kroll. I can't see the number down there.
I can't either.
Lucas Loring is coming to the plate. I can't see the number. Base is juiced though, and that's up high. Is that a 4?
Yeah,
looks
4.
Like a 4.
Yeah.
So that's Riley Callaway.
Riley's in.
Yeah. Should have known.
Another kid that can run.
Loring fouls that one off.
And you want to see Lucas sit back, do like he's done his prior two at bats. Back of the box, middle back side. We'll try and be too big. Just get the bat head through the zone.
He cranks this one to deep center field. Kellum's going back, and it's over his head. That's going to score, and it bounces over. That's a ground rule double. That'll score two more. We make it Decatur 10-0. Here in the bottom of the fourth. He jumped on that one, man.
He did. He did a nice job. That's exactly, in that situation, how you want to hunt the fastball there. Yeah. Drive the ball up the box. And he almost took it out of here.
He almost did. Must have bounced pretty high to get over that fence, man.
Yeah, I know. That is a big fence.
That's crazy.
Yep.
Out there in that new grass.
Yeah, well, I tell you what, it's dry for April. It really, I mean, there's a burn warning in effect the last couple of days. So, I mean, the ground's hard. Took advantage of it.
So McLaughlin comes up now with runners on second and third. He takes a curveball there. Brooks Kendall's running on second base now for Lucas Loring. That's another, we're talking about depth on the mound. Brooks Kendall can throw. Just ground ball to third base.
Tough on him. Nice
throw to first. And they said he got him. See, Kendall came in, I think, on Saturday against West Deptford. In the end, they were had a little rally in the 5-2 game. I think Kendall came in and shut it down.
That's nice to see. I mean, that's the role. Next year he's going to Dell State. He's going to need to be able to throw in relief in key spots. Get some innings for the Hornets up there at Dell State.
So here's Kinnair with one out. Runners on second and third. He's trying to hit that one over the softball
That's
field.
one of the best swings I've seen Owen take this year right there. Saw the spin early, got his front foot down. He just fouled it straight back.
Yeah, we talk about that going back to the pitching depth again, that PBR Prep Baseball Report on Twitter, they always list top velocities on the shore, and it's just dotted with Decatur guys. I mean, it's probably 6 or 7 of them on there. And that's cranked deep to left field. And that ball is gone. 3-run bomb for Owen Kinnair. Decatur piling on now. Number 2 on the season for Kinnair. I think it's, I don't even know what the score is. It 14-0?
13.
13.
Yeah, Owen right there, he got the same pitch, the first pitch of the at-bat, and fouled it straight back. You know, from the young kid on the mound, you want to be able to recognize, take this as a learning experience.
Yeah,
that you don't want to
sure.
hang another breaking ball to a guy who took such a good swing at it early.
Yeah.
So nice job by Owen catching the bottom third of that ball and sending it towards the softball field.
Got it out of here. All right, so coming up now, Devlin Dean.
21 for 22.
Junior catcher, Devlin Dean coming in, hitting for Stephen Wade. And these kids.
Big, I call him big, man.
Oh my gosh.
I just
I'm telling you,
just big.
He's
That's
about
it.
6'3".
Yep. I've known Devlin for like a month and a half.
Yeah.
But I've seen him in the hall for 2 years,
Yeah,
and every
oh, yeah.
time I see him, I'm like, that kid is big. That's all I say. So that's his nickname.
He's got quite a personality, Devlin does.
Big personality, big kid to match, you know.
Decatur it's just one huge guy after another. You know, Kroll coming up, he's a big kid. McLaughlin's a big kid. Kinnair's a big kid. Wade's a big kid. They bring Deem off the bench. He's a big kid. Just big boys, man. If you're a freshman pitcher, I do not envy you today.
Yeah, the stars are not aligned for you to be successful today, unfortunately.
Yeah. So 3-0 to Devlin. And that's going to be ball 4. And he'll be on.
Nice job by Big there. You know, you don't get a whole lot of at-bats.
Yeah.
You know, you come in and you're not trying to do too much. That's a nice walk there. That's a selfless at-bat.
25 for 5.
So I don't have a number 25 on my Decatur roster, so I'm not sure who this is.
It's a freshman.
Freshman?
Yeah, Brandon Nadu.
Brandon Nadu. All right, Brandon. See what you got. They're calling him Dewey, so see what Dewey can do here, 1 out. Oh, takes a strike inside. That doesn't look like a ball to me, but whatever.
Yeah, I think in a 13-0 game, that, you know,
Strike
we've
zone
all been there. I
expands,
think that turns into a strike.
Yeah.
You know, unfortunately for the kids, but that's how it's got to go.
He cranks on that one, though. That's going to be to Stodchill, who, it's bobbled all around, and everybody's going to be safe. Stodchill bobbled it. He's made a couple nice plays on shortstop, but he bobbles this one, pitches to second base, and the second baseman, Adamos, he bobbled it as well, so everybody's going to be safe. And that's going to bring up Cole Kohut, if I'm not mistaken.
That's him.
Cole Kohut.
Cole like to be out on the driving range or teeing one up after this game with this win too. It's a you know.
Last time we
as long
saw,
as it said your back, not your.
Yeah. Last time we saw him, he had a nice game. I think was that.
Yeah,
game
he was ranging around out there and
making
left.
nice plays in the field. He jumps on this one and pulls it foul.
Strong kid, 3-sport athlete. You know, just go, but it shows you the depth of Stephen Decatur right now, you know, where they could just plug and play guys.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Cole has a good attitude, and he's ready when he gets his opportunities.
And they're all jacked. I mean, look at this guy. He's ripped. Takes a curveball up high, and they call that one a strike, too. So 0-2 to Kohut. 1 out here, men on first and second. Think they send Matt Wright out in the top of the 5th?
I don't know. It's been a long layoff, Mike. I doubt it.
That one's fly to right field. Right fielder coming in. And there's a drop. I can't. The umpire was right in front of me. Couldn't see. Everybody's going to be safe. So, yeah, I don't know if they bring Matt Wright back or not.
Yeah, I don't know. You know, he sat for now for quite some time. The bottom half of this 4th inning is, you know, been fairly lengthy. So you might, go with somebody, get an inning out of somebody who needs, some work. I think they might make a change.
I'm trying to see if I can see anybody in the bullpen. I can't. But Brogan Eastlack coming up, junior kicker for the football team, 4-star recruit, man. I'm excited to see where this kid ends up. Love watching him play football, man. He's a headhunter. He kicks the ball off, and you'll see him tackling people on the kickoff.
Yeah, I'm looking forward if we do some football games this year.
So.
You know, I can tell you.
He grounds it to short and eats the shortstop up again. Long throw, and he's got speed. It's past the first baseman, and all the wheels have come off. Deem scores. So Stodgehill have been having a great game, but last couple shots down the hill. You know, once you mess up once, kind of gets in your head a little bit.
And the ball finds you.
The ball will find you over and over.
Ball will find you constantly. Yeah. He's a quality player. He's just, and it's all right here in one big lump sum, you know.
It's a snowball effect. So coming up now, is this Foster Smith?
That's him.
All right.
Yeah, it's Foster.
Number 14, Foster Smith. Left-handed hitter.
And Foster had great quality at bats when we saw him against Parkside a couple weeks ago.
Yeah.
We were broadcasting.
Oppo
3 at bats, you know, on the barrel 3 times to the opposite way. I was really impressed with his approach.
He's already scored a run today. Takes out. Oh wow, that was high. Yeah. I don't know. I'm not getting on umpires. I'm just gonna let it go.
Yeah. Hey.
I get it. Oh.
Yeah.
Oh my. You know, it's.
Yeah, you do want to be a little consistent, even though the game is out of reach and you're expanding the zone. You want to keep it fairly consistent.
Not fair to this kid who's coming up. You know, this is his chance. He doesn't get a ton of them, and calling balls off the plate. But you know, it's volunteer umpires. Well, not volunteer, but you know, these guys are not professional umps. And Foster does what he does, man. Puts it in the left field, scores another run. And Decatur's playing station to station now, I think.
That's 4 straight balls that we've been broadcasting together for Foster, lined to the opposite way.
Yeah.
You know, that is the approach that you want to take. If you're coming in cold or off the bench, spot starter, letting the ball travel and lining it that way. Yeah. Nice job by Foster there.
So, coach is coming out to talk to his freshman pitcher. We're going to take a break real quick. Decatur leads 15-0 in the bottom of the 4th. They got the bases loaded with 1 out. We'll be back.
All right, everybody, now that we know we're live on YouTube, we want to give a special shout out and thanks again, like we do each game, to all of our wonderful sponsors. We'll go back through. We did three or four while we were on the blackout. But we'll give them a double shout out today and make sure that they give us like a free stack of pancakes or something along those lines. Or
that's what we need.
Or crab cake sandwich. So we're going to go Blue Crab Travel. All right, Blue Crab Travel, escape the everyday. Then we got Assateague Crab House. They opened up the last weekend in April. Make sure you stop down, check them out. The Kitchen, newly redone family restaurant. It's been around a long time, but Patrick Brady's taking it over. Newly redone, breakfast and lunch on the corner of Philadelphia and Wycomico Street. And we got Mio's Italian Steakhouse up in Fenwick. Make sure you check them out. A big thank you to Brian and Angela Keith for supporting our Seahawks. All right, over to the Garden Grill at Windmill Creek. All right, they had an awesome Easter egg hunt. I know Val Hughes might have been talking about taking some family there on Sunday.
Yeah.
They had a monster Easter egg hunt, 5,000 pieces of candy, they said, or something like that. They do a great job over at Windmill Windmill Creek. Yeah, there it is. Look, messing up now that we're live.
Exactly,
messing up. Garden Grill, get some food over there and enjoy it. R&M Heating and Air Conditioning, Mike Gaylor, give him a call. He can fix anything. He was just in here tapping us on the shoulder. You know, I think he's just making sure we give him.
He wants a microphone.
Yeah, I know he does.
No way we're doing that.
No way. We don't have enough bleeps for it, you know.
So Austin Wirt comes in the game, left-hander. He's a sophomore. He's a big kid here. He's throwing to Riley Callaway. And it looks like he's getting it up there pretty good, man.
Yeah, one thing you want to see here now, obviously the game's out of hand, but as he comes set, or he's up in the windup now, he's showing his grip to the first baseman and obviously our first base coach.
Yeah, and I can see Foster Smith over there trying to take a peek, you know.
He's looking, and
I'm not sure if he's taking a peek at the base coach or
tight game. You're gonna relay that to somebody to get to the batter, but you know, right now it's.
I don't know if you're gonna beat on trash cans or anything. Callaway flies this one to the left. It's over the left fielder's head. That's gonna score one. They're just gonna hold up. I know Callaway's mad about that. He wanted to run.
That's a tough spot. He did barrel that ball. You know, you want to show, you know, good gamesmanship, up 15-0, but hats off to Riley. He did square that one up for sure.
Like, I've been in that spot, man. I've been on the other end of the 16-0 and 15-0 score. It's not good. I'm never really sure. And is it Brooks Kendall just bloops that one into center field for another base hit? And the bats are rolling now. Yeah, I've been on the other end of the 16-0 beatdown, man, and I'm never really sure how I want the other team to handle it. Do I want them to keep playing, or do I want them to just take a base?
You just want to make sure, you know, it's a tough, it's like a catch-22.
Yeah.
You know, a lot of gray area there.
Exactly,
it's hard for coaches on both teams. You want to keep the integrity of the game.
Yeah.
You know, but you also want to stay competitive and not short guys out of an opportunity.
Yeah. So we're talking big kids now. We got a sophomore coming up, Nate Berzonski, number 13, coming up to the plate. Bases are loaded, only one out still here. And Berzonski stands about 6'2", I think. I was seeing the other day he came in to pitch against West Deptford too. I think his control was struggling a little bit, but he was hitting about mid-80s on the gun as well.
And he's got a live arm. You know, it's all about repeat mechanics, getting reps. You know, getting innings. It's tough. You know, on this staff is very deep.
Exactly.
You know, he works hard, and it'll come. His time will definitely come. He's going to see big innings.
And he cranks this one to deep right center. This might get out of here. It does not. It goes and bounces over the wall for another ground rule double. And 2 more runs will score. He hit that to the deepest part of the ballpark. I thought it had a chance with the wind, but bounces over the fence. It is, well,
I think it's 19 now.
My laptop is saying 17 now, but the scoreboard's saying 19. It's a lot.
It's a lot.
It's 13.
It's a lot.
13 run inning. Isn't there a slaughter rule inning?
Yeah, but they got to get 5 through 5 complete.
But I thought it's not a 10-run inning rule.
No, I don't think so.
Did I make that up?
I think you did.
Maybe that's my slow pitch softball days.
Yeah, there you go. I think you're at I think you're at Shao Field 3 right now.
Yeah,
Mike
I think
Hughes.
you're right, my man.
Yep, you're at Shao Field 3, fighting off the drunkards of co-ed softball.
Oh my! So who's up now? Not even sure. I can't see the number, but we got second and third. Still one out here. This is number 9. Let me check my roster for number 9. That is Alex Navarro. Cash Money. This is Cash Money right here.
Was that a middle school nickname?
I
Cash
think it
Money?
is. Yeah, Cash Money.
Huh.
That one's in the dirt. Yeah, Cash Money was on that 12-year-old All-Star team that did so well.
Gotcha.
It was on ESPN. And my name's Alex Cash Money Navarro.
Oh, gosh. Here we go.
Yes. Oh, nice curveball there, man.
Nice breaking ball out of the. Boy, that's almost unfair.
Yeah, that was
breaks
nasty.
Breaks a 12-6 breaking ball. Absolute hammer. coming off the
nasty.
bench.
Yeah.
Use that more often, big
Yeah.
guy. That's a nice breaking pitch for the left-hander there.
So Devlin Deem comes up again. Second time this inning for Devlin. Came in the game. This one's in the dirt, bounces off the umpire. Everybody's staying where they are. Yeah, he broke that thing off again, man. That was nasty.
Yeah, that thing got excellent sharp break.
Yeah.
Nice tilt top to bottom. That's definitely something I hope he uses for them.
Devlin walked and scored his first time up. He takes inside here.
Big.
Shout out to Big's little sister, Carrie Deem, who I had 2 years over at the middle school. Carrie's just a wonderful, wonderful student. And Devlin cranks this one to right center and deep, too. That's going to get in the gap. It's past the right fielder. Everybody's just going to hang out where they are, and that's going to make it, I'm not sure, 19, 20 to nothing. Maybe?
Yeah. Did a good job by Big there, hitting that ball hard the other way, though.
Yeah.
Guys are on the barrel, middle backside today. I mean, even Nandua with a lot of their outs, they're driving the ball the opposite way.
Yeah. So up there now is the freshman again, Dewey.
Dewey.
He's got a nice looking swing, man.
Yeah, I think his primary position is a catcher. You know, he's pushing for time. He works hard.
Yeah.
Moved here from like the Annapolis area, I believe.
Say, that's
last year.
to me. Man, you know, it's crazy. You just go over to the practice field and watch JV, and there's just so much talent in this program. He grounds this one, Stodchill deep in the hole, and again it's through, and that's going to score another as Berzonski comes in, and Kohut's going to come back up.
RBI single there for his first varsity hit. Nice job, hit the ball hard, you know, a couple times, found a hole there on that second one. Kohut's back up.
Work up high for ball one here to Kohut. Kohut's 1 for 1 with a single today. Just came around, scored a run also. 18 hits so far for Decatur. Kohut pops this one up. And that's going to be funky in the wind here. It's going to be tough, and nobody's got it. It lands. And you just feel for the Nandua kids now, you know,
It's just spiraling on now. It's desperation to get that third out. Yeah, desperation to get that third out. On the flip side for Cole, I mean, nothing touched. I mean, it goes in the book.
Is it a base hit?
I think it's a base hit. I mean, I guess you could rule that error. I don't know. I don't know how you rule that, official scorekeeper. I mean, it is an error, you know, but
right.
But untouched, and no communication. I mean, I think in the book it's a hit.
Yeah. So
we got some arguing going on over here on the side.
Yeah.
A lot of hand gesturing.
Dave Dotson on the production today, as usual, doing a great job. He's calling Ron Canero over to confer. But Eastlack's up again now with 2 outs. Ball's in the dirt. Bases loaded. 21-0, 17 runs here in the bottom of the 4th. It was only 4-0 going into the bottom of this, or the beginning of this inning.
It tells you how crucial it is to have, you know, when have your starters go.
Yeah, and it just keeps coming. Brogan Eastlack with a base hit. It's going to score another one. I've been on the other end of this too. We lost. I remember when I was at North Dorchester and we lost to Parkside. I think I was preseason. It's 22-0. Definitely outclassed. I mean, it happens sometimes.
It does.
Sometimes it happens.
I mean, it does. Sometimes you run into a buzzsaw.
Yeah.
I mean, that's just how it goes.
Yeah. Speaking of North Dorchester, shout out to them. Big 9-3 win over St. Michael's yesterday.
Oh, wow, nice. St. Mike's having a little bit of a down year this year. I mean, they're still a quality program.
Man, look,
I saw Snow Hill beat them.
Still wouldn't want to see them in the playoffs.
No.
Still wouldn't want to see
them. No, they'll outcoach you quickly, and blink of an eye, it's over, and you're on the bus back talking about next year.
North Dorchester, coached by my friend Dave Marset and Dan Hordert.
That's great.
Dan was the head coach there before I was, and coached for 30 years in North Dorchester.
Wow, that's.
And he's just a great man. One of the smartest men you'll ever meet. Teaches chemistry. Just knows a ton about the game. At North Dorchester, we lose our athletes to play football. Anybody who wants to play football goes to CSD. We don't have football at North Dorchester. I say we, but no football there. So, and lacrosse as well, yeah. So those kids go to North Dorchester or go to South Dorchester, and they stay there all year long. It's not a situation where they go to play football and then come back. So a lot of times North Dorchester's left some of their best baseball talent plays against them for CSD.
Right.
You know? But every 10 years or so, there's a crop that comes through that's successful, and North Dorchester's experiencing that right now. And they got a kid, a senior's going to Rutgers, I think, and Paul's here for the national anthem. So the national anthem was playing for the lacrosse game, and everybody here stopped. So I appreciate the patriotism. That was good.
But, you gotta like it.
But North Dorchester's he's got it. Seniors going to Rutgers. They got a sophomore who hit 89 on the radar gun yesterday.
Right? So they got a senior going to Rutgers?
I don't think it's.
Rutgers Camden.
Rutgers Camden.
Rutgers Camden. Still, they're a good program.
Yeah, exactly. So, good for them.
That's great, man.
That North Bayside 1A, Division 1A.
Yeah.
Whatever you want to call it, with Colonel, St. Michael's, North Dorchester, Kent County. Foster Smith just drops that one in, another run.
They're finding every patch of green it's just grenade after grenade after grenade.
So yeah, that 1A in the north, man, and down here too. Snow Hill is no joke, and we're going to see tomorrow at Snow Hill against Decatur is going to be a really good one.
It
man.
Really is.
Snow Hill's got a couple kids. So, Braden Smith. Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, go ahead.
Braden Smith is pitching now for Nandua. Braden had been playing third base, and Braden is a sophomore, another sophomore, young team.
They've got a young team, and they've got a good. And we were talking about Hunter Taylor earlier. He's on the coaching staff over there.
And that one drops in too. We were talking earlier about Hunter Taylor.
Yeah, Hunter Taylor, 4-year player at University of South Carolina, catcher. Nandua graduate, played in the Cubs organization for a couple years. He's good friends with a guy that coached, and I coached, and then coached Willis Dallas Harrington, and it keeps me updated about Hunter. I think has had some back issues, but I mean, you had a pro ball player on your coaching staff right now, so.
Yeah. That one's in the dirt. Is this Brooks Kendall coming up?
Yeah, it's Brooks.
Brooks 1 for 1 with a single. Decatur 24 runs today on 20 hits, 5 errors for Nandua. It was really, before this inning, it was 4-0. And they've erupted for 20 this inning, and just.
There's been a lot of crazy stats for Stephen Decatur baseball program this year. They threw back-to-back no-hitters. And then we're throwing a no-no and threw 3 innings against Parkside, ended up losing. And then now they've had a 20-run inning.
Yeah. And now it looks like Brooks Kendall's just going to swing to get him out of this.
1-2.
And he grounds this one to short. And Stodgill again, another error. Rolls in the left field. It's going to bring up Brzezinski again. go back. We're talking about Matt Wright, whether he'll come out for the top of the fifth. I don't think there's any way he's coming out now.
No.
He's been sitting for
about 30 minutes,
at least
35 minutes. Yeah, I don't think you want to preserve that. It's too far gone. I'm sure he's on ice right now.
I was getting on the umpire a little bit earlier, but
hey,
you know, I see what he's doing now.
You see him trying to work through it. It's hard on these guys.
It is. You don't want to embarrass people, you know.
Yep.
21 runs have come across now in the bottom of the fourth, and it's 25-0. 6 errors, and
you know, when it rains, it pours type thing.
Does, yeah.
You know.
And there's strike 3 for out number 3, but Decatur pushes across 21 runs in the bottom of the fourth, and it's 25-0 over Nandua now. We'll be back for the top of the fifth in just a minute.
All right, as we come back, everybody, to the top of the fifth, going to go through the last little bit of our sponsor group here. Thank you so much for your donations to our programs. Got Southside Grill and Deli located in West OC. Top-notch sandwiches or meal, this is where it's at. Right across from Food Lion and in the shopping center where Rice House is and all that good stuff. Go check out Southside Grill and Deli. And we got Titan Elite Fitness. So many of our student athletes here at Stephen Decatur are over at Titan Elite working out all off season. They've got a great facility over there. All right, they've been there since 2020 and training all our top athletes. Made in the Shade, blind shades and shutters. Give Joe Kendall a call. If he doesn't answer, he's probably watching the game. Nice little slogan there, Joe. Good job. And Brooklyn Properties. Check them out on vacasa.com. Got homes in Berlin, Ocean City, and the Poconos. Didn't have a crazy amount of snow down here this year. If you want to go skiing, get up to the Poconos. Check them out on vacasa.com. It's the Brooklyn Properties.
All right, so we're going to the top of the fifth here, and we got a lot of changes. We got on the mound, we got Nate Brzezinski. New catcher is the freshman Dewey. Don't have his name on my roster, but they were calling him Dewey. So
yeah, Brandon Nadeau.
Yeah, Nadeau, yeah. Devlin Deem on first base. Foster Smith on second. Looks like, is that Brooks Kendall on short?
Yeah.
And Alex Navarro over on third. Can't tell what's going on in the outfield.
I think Riley, is that Riley in left?
It might be Eastlack maybe in right field.
Yep.
Not sure who's in center. Maybe Kohut. I don't know.
Cole.
So Brzezinski is sophomore, 6'2" or so, and he brings it mid-80s already this early in his career. And I'll tell you, this Nadeau kid, I like. You see, he had the little Tony Pena little stance there.
Yeah, he's tough, man. He's a tough kid. And Nate, you want to see a rebound effort here from Saturday. He's 82, 83 right now. You know, but want to see more strikes than anything. Command of the offerings, not necessarily velocity driven. You know, sometimes guys get in their head that they want to be 85, but you know, I watched 101 get turned around today in the Astros Pirates game. So you got to be able to command and locate your offerings. So we want to see Nate do that. He's young.
And strikeout right there. As Wirt goes down swinging, that's going to bring up number 4 for Nandua, who's coming in for Hayden Williams. This is Grayson Ford, a freshman, coming up for Nandua.
They do have a young program.
Yeah.
They're building. I can see them being really good in another year or so down there on the Eastern Shore of Virginia.
Another small school. I think I saw today there's only about 650 kids in the enrollment. You know, you're playing in a school that's got about 1,600. That's a tough ask.
It's just the law of averages there, you know.
Yeah.
It's going to make them better, though.
Agreed.
They're, you know, it's going to teach them a lot, make them better for the rest of their season. You know, talking about guys that have made it to the Pro Ball in the Eastern Shore of Virginia, you know, right down the road from Nandua, right almost to the tunnel at Northampton High School. You had Tyler Webb, who's actually Dave and Mandy Wells, who teach in Worcester County here at Decatur and BIS. That's their nephew.
Okay.
And he pitched, I don't know if he's in AAA right now, but he was 5-6 years in the big leagues here, you know, 2016 to 2022.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yankees, Cardinals. Was up with the Cardinals for, I know, 3 seasons. Yeah, right down there on the tip, Northampton High School. He was a South Carolina guy just like Hunter. Hunter Taylor. Yeah, they were South Carolina kids.
Swing and a miss there for strike 3, and it's 2 outs. And that looks like it's going to bring up number 11 here for Nandua. Number 11 is Elijah Parker, another freshman. Now, this is a good-sized freshman right here.
Yeah.
It's a good-sized kid.
It was a good breaking ball by Nate there to finish that batter. Let's see him get the ender here.
Yeah. A little overthrow there.
A lot of body going towards the first base bag there, and fastball command a little bit up.
Right.
Tied into Dewey down here.
That looked a lot better.
That's a better delivery there. Much better delivery. Learning to repeat it will be the key for him.
Yep. Who you gonna interview today, man? You gonna interview anybody after this?
I think Matt gets the interview.
Swing and a miss. Matt Wright?
Yeah, I think Matt gets the interview.
Matt on the mound today. Did a nice job. Came right out of the chute, man.
He set the tone.
He was bringing it. 4 innings pitched, 2 hits, 1 walk, 7 strikeouts for Matt today. He was on it, and that's going to do it. Right there, strike 3 from Brzezinski. And Decatur's going to win 25-0. We're going to try and grab Matt Wright maybe for an interview here at the end. Let's look at some stats. A lot of names today for Decatur on the box score.
It's good to see these guys get in.
Indeed it is.
Plug away.
We got my man Waylon Hobgood 1 for 3 with a run scored today. Foster Smith 2 for 2 with 2 RBIs and 2 runs scored. Owen Kinnair 2 for 2, 3 RBIs, including a home run to deep left field. He scored twice. Riley Callaway 1 for 2, 2 runs scored, RBI. AJ Cobb 2 for 2, 2 runs scored. What else we got? It got a little crazy.
Got a little crazy there.
Box score, but
that box score looks like looks like Common Core math. I don't know anything about how to answer it.
Brooks Kendall 1 for 2, 2 runs scored. Gus Kroll 1 for 2, RBI, and run scored. Who else? Brzezinski 1 for 2, 2 RBIs. He had one I thought was out of here, the deep right center, but it bounced over the wall. McLaughlin 1 for 3 today with a run scored and an RBI. Devlin Dean 1 for 1 with 2 runs scored, RBI. Stephen Wade 1 for 2, RBI and a run scored. Ryder Swanson 1 for 2 with a run scored. Who else? Caden Shockley 1 for 2 with a run scored. And 2 RBI. So we got player of the game today, Mr. Matt Wright coming in, starting pitcher. He's going to talk with Coach Riley here. So let me hand the headset over to him. Camera's more right. Yeah, there you go.
Matt. Oh, we got it switched around. All right, here we go. All right, everybody. This is Matt Wright, left-handed pitcher, Stephen Decatur High School. Good job out there today, buddy.
Thank you.
Yeah, hey, listen. First thing I wanted to ask you, and I was talking to Coach, I call him Coach Mike Hughes, who does the broadcast together. The last 2 times we were together watching you throw, you were coming out of the pen. Cold days, trying to get warm, trying to get routine and rhythm. Today you start. You're pounding the strike zone with all your offerings right from the get-go. Talk to me about how that comfort level between starting and relieving for you.
Yeah, so for me, relieving, you don't get too much time. I'm big on my mobility, and when I start, I get an extra 30 for my actual body.
Yeah.
And I get to do all my arm care, and it's just I'm more prepared. I'm more locked in.
Sure.
Mentally.
Sure.
And it's much nicer.
Yeah.
A lot more time.
Yeah, absolutely. So you've probably got a nice lather and sweat going by the time you get up there. You know what your pitchers are doing. You're coming in relief. You're doing it on the fly. Now, I will assume it makes you a better all-around pitcher being able to come in tight spots. And I know Coach Farrow really wants to use you starting, but then he knows he's going to go to you in big moments.
For sure.
Talk to me about fastball command. You play off playing off the fastball, running 2 seamers away today. Ball had a lot of late life. Getting ahead early, then talk to me about what you're doing with your changeup and slider after that.
So I have a good defense behind me, so I'm going fastball first pitch.
Absolutely.
I want to start off with a strike, get ahead. And if I get that, I can play off with my slider.
Sure.
Or my changeup. My changeup was moving today, so I threw that
it looked good.
So
it looked good.
I'd start fastball out. Up was super nice with my fastball out with my tail.
Yeah.
So I'd start out, either swing and miss, or if they ground ball, that's an out. I have a good defense.
Absolutely.
So I'd go with the changeup second pitch. It lays off of it. My fastball is more lateral.
Right.
My changeup's more vertical.
Yeah.
So they're seeing that lateral movement, but then I come back with a changeup and it's lateral and vertical.
Right.
So that's getting them mixed up. And then every once in a while I would throw a slider in there.
Yeah.
And it's just ball going that way, then you don't expect it. It's tough to hit. So
absolutely. You're going different quadrants. You're changing eye level. Guys that are successful, now in college or at the pro level, if they can move it in the strike zone, move it in and move it away, you're going to be getting a lot of outs. Last question I wanted to ask you is, when you're talking about using your defense, all right? Talk to me. You're a junior, right? So now I want to talk about you're growing. You're a big kid, and you're growing every year. You got a lot of long levers. What is most important to you in being able to repeat your mechanics and delivery? Is there one thing that stands out? I know you said you like to do a lot of mobility work, but when you're really pounding the strike zone, what about it is helping you repeat your delivery?
For me, a big thing for me is I like to pull. I like to pull out. So a big mental cue for me is just to hold that glove side. Yeah. And when I do, my ball tails away, and it's right there. So I can repeat that really well. So when I'm coming set, I'm thinking hold that glove side, and it just helps me be consistent.
Yeah, I tell you what, you're a quality left-handed reliever. He's a wonderful kid. Awesome student athlete. He's a leader in the classroom and on the field. I look forward to watching you throw in some big games, buddy.
Thank you so much.
Nice job today. All right, everybody, we're out of here. Snow Hill tomorrow. Pull for our Seahawks. It's going to be a highly competitive game down there.
For sure.
It'll be loud and really intense. So tune in